That's the career woman right there. You better not say nothing to the career woman. But really, in the scriptures, that's the woman living in pleasure. If she ain't worshiping Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah, because you can still have riches. Because we had women who actually helped the apostles, which I'm gonna show you real quick. It's 2 Corinthians 4:3. But if our gospel be hid, it's to hid to them that are lost, to whom the God of this world has blinded the mind of them which believe not. At least the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shah, whom is the image of God, should shine upon them. For we preach not ourselves, but Yahweh Shah the Lord, and ourselves your servant for Yahweh Shah's sake. So yeah, let me show you that we had women that actually helped with the ministry too, man. Get it where the women. Scratch me on that, because I can't find her right now. But it's a sister in Acts that was actually a what they call it, succorist or something. Meaning she actually helped the apostles in the ministry and so forth. That's what she was doing with money and so forth, things that they did. I'm finding everything else but what I go from. Okay, here it is. This Acts 16:14. And a certain woman named Lydda, a seller of purple in the city of Tyrus, which worshiped God, heard us, whom heart the Lord opened, that she had attended unto the things which were spoken of Paul. And when she was baptized in her household, she besought us, saying, if ye have judged me to be faithful of the Lord, come into my house and abide there. And she constrained us. And it came to pass, as we went to prayer, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us, which brought her master much gain by soothsaying. Right, so the sister said, y'all can come stay with me. And that's what I mean by sister helping out with this ministry. Not to say you can't teach, but to say you can't be out here on the highways and byways teaching. You're supposed to help the man, whether it's lodge and so forth. And there's sisters that I know that actually have did those things. And hey, just keep doing it, man. Believing in Yahweh Shah. But as you see, this one guy using this other lady for soothsaying, meaning to be possessed with a demon. That's where you get your fortune tellers from and your tarot card readers and so forth. That's all left-hand magic and stuff that Deuteronomy, I think chapter 15 told us to stay away from. You know, what's her name? Cleois, or whatever her name was, that came out in the 90s and so forth, early 2000s. People was making hundreds and hundreds of dollars off of people, overcharging them for them high-ass phone call bills. End up getting sued. But she was telling people real things that was going on, but that was left-hand side soothsayer. And it came to pass that it went to pray, a certain damsel possessed with a spirit of divination met us. She brought her masters much gain by soothsaying. Then the same followed Paul and us, and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God, which shew unto us the way of salvation. Exactly. And this did she many days, but Paul, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, I command thee in the name of Yahweh Shah to come out of her. And he came out the same hour. And when her master saw that the hope of the gain was gone, they called Paul and Silas and drew them into the marketplace unto the rulers and brought them to the ministry, saying, these men, being Jews, do exceedingly trouble our city, and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans. Exactly. See that? And you know what? That go our people once again want to worship these other deities and hold them up to a high standard, which is nothing but what? The God of this world, which is who? Esau, these Edomites, and their way of life and thinking and talking and walking. See that? That's what it is, man. It's all about these Edomites and what they say is true. That's why a lot of y'all gonna take that RFID check. Just like back in the day. Well, we Romans. You know goddamn well y'all Israelites who took on the customs of the Romans. Because your ass been there forever. Just like now, you an American. Ray Lewis, he'll tell you quick. Start screaming at the top of his lungs like he possessed. And the multitude rose up together against them, and the ministry rent off their clothes and commanded to beat them. And when they have laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into prison, charging the jailer to keep them safety. Who having received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast in the stocks. Right, see, they went to jail for teaching the word, which that's what I know I'm here up against. That I can start a commotion with somebody coming out here being a demon, trying to tell me what the book say and what they believe, and that can start a commotion. Like I done did all that, been in all that, already happened. Wrestled, all kind of stuff, guns pulled out for the word, man. That's how serious this is. That's why you go through the same thing the apostles did. That's why we read. That's why I say what was written aforetime was written for our learning. This is serious. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah gonna always deliver us, man. Because I'm gonna show you real quick. And when they had laid many stripes upon them, they cast them into the prison, charging the jailer to keep them safely. Who have received such a charge, thrust them into the inner prison and made their feet fast with the stocks. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sung songs unto God, and the prisoner heard them. And suddenly there was a great earthquake, so that the foundation of the prison was shaken, and immediately all the doors were open on every side, on every one bands were loose. And the keeper of the prison waked out of his sleep, and seeing the prison doors open, he drew out his sword and would have killed himself, supposing the prisoners have been fled. But Paul cried with a loud voice, saying, do thou self no harm, for we are all here. Then he called for the light and sprung in and came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas, and brought them out and said, sirs, what must I do to be saved? And they said, believe on Yahweh Shah of Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved, and thou house. And they spake unto him the words of the Lord, and to all that were in his house. Right, exactly. He had to learn under some men. He just didn't say, oh, the book taught me. That's what Nazariah no man say. Well, what they call themselves, tried and refined. That's what they say. Because they refuse to let you know that who Yahweh Shah set up teachers, prophets, apostles to send forth. You see what the scripture said, right? That they went in there, and then what happened? Then they spoke to him in his house about Yahweh Shah. Then his house was saved. And he took them the same hour of the night and washed their stripes and was baptized, he and all his straightway. Meaning they weren't dumped in no water. They just believed on Yahweh Shah, man. The baptism was over with after John the Baptist came. But a lot of y'all still under that demonic vibration. Y'all can't shake that. Why? Because that's the going back. The God of this world has blinded the minds of y'all. That's what it is. You blacks, lads, and Native Americans, y'all have been totally conquered mentally by plantation Christianity. Judaism. You can ask, what's his name? Tall nigga name, man. I forgot the nigga name. Played for the Sun. Amari Stoudemire. He got, he know Jesus is black on his neck, but then he into Judaism. Man, y'all all messed up. But the election have found it. And we out here for the elect. That's it. We ain't out here for nobody else. The rest of these people is only hearing their judgment. And I ain't even got to none of that. Well, I started off with some of that. All you gonna get now out here is death, mourning, and woe. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Anything else y'all can forget about. All right, this Philippians 2 and 5. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua, whom being in the form of God, thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of man. And them the kind of attributes that you gotta have, man. That we ain't doing this for no reputation. Like Sakari now. Everything is all make a t-shirt. Oh, I gotta go over here to get support. Like y'all think this some rock star fan Fab 5 group, which is basically under Esau philosophy again. That you want to be known for something. You gotta have some type of background and attributes about yourself. And yeah, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I go out there and curse the white man now. Tell everybody they judge. I'm in a movement. Man, this ain't no movement. This is salvation of the Israelites, which are the 12 tribes, which are you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. This is your salvation. And the strangeness of your salvation is when them UFOs come. But you ask some of y'all say y'all don't believe in UFOs. Well, Trump and that sixth branch believe in it. Whom being in the form of God thought it not robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of a man. And being found in fashion as a man, so you can't say that we all call Christ was a spiritual, or I'm a spiritual Israelite. That's a joke. Ain't no such thing as no spiritual Israelite. You got to be an Israelite according to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob through the seed. I'm a spiritual Israelite. But made himself of no reputation, took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of man. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. See that? And what is the death of the cross? Meaning your lot of life that you have to do while you're being in this trip. See that? Everybody have their burdens on what they have to do, whether it's you subject to payments, certain illnesses, certain Akims have. Certain brothers is not, like I said, more gifted with other talents, whether it's in this world of having skill traits and so forth. You know, Akims got to deal with whatever they got to deal with, man. But you got to bear your cross, man, and do this work. And know that the end is coming, no matter how normal this might look out here. See, this look normal. He running and stretching and shit. They on their lunch break and shit. Black fat women on security. They get to just walk around all day and chill. But no, the end is coming. Okay. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself, became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore God also has highly esteemed him and given him a name which is above every name. That's why you better get that name right. See that? His name ain't Jehovah. It's not Jesus. It's Yahushua. Why you think the fake Zionist Jews say Yahshua? Meaning the name. See that the people who claim they me, they not allowed to say the name. Because why? The name is dreadful among the goddamn heathens. That's why. That's why. They know that the man of truth. You know that song, girl, you know it's true. Yeah, so a lot of y'all, see, y'all was taught that prosperity doctrine, that God is all love, happiness, joy, success, wealth, money. Y'all call that being God blessed. Which, as a matter of fact, let me show you something. Because remember, his father was a carpenter. So he came in with money, plus he had the kings came and gave him all kind of gifts and so forth. So y'all wish y'all was born in the money. They was well off. Show y'all real quick. That ass looks right though. Excuse my French, but that ass was looking right. I can say that. Let me get this real quick. It's second, been a while since I used this one. Damn, I forgot what that motherfucker said. I know it say something about he was rich, but he became poor for us. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. I'll take the phone. I thought it was in Colossians. Beyond